essential to know the difference between a dissonant note and a consonant note in a chord. Why is it essential to know the difference between? Because they behave differently. Okay. Sets of things and their behavior. What is the set of dissonant notes in that chord, and what are their behaviors? Okay. Well, number one, we're going to expose ourselves to, or explore, not just major chords, but minors, minor sevenths, the whole palette, dissonant chords, diminished chords, of things that creative musicians need. All right. C major having 7 notes. Some of these notes are consonant notes. Some of them are dissonant notes. And because of the distinction, we know that the dissonant notes have to be, should be, or by convention may be, prepared and resolved. Okay. It happens that the 1, 3, and 5, we're spelling by tension name again, are consonant notes. Okay, consonant. 6 is also consonant. So we have 4 consonant notes in a C major chord. 4 consonant notes. The remainder, the 7, the 9, and the raised 11, are called dissonant notes. Now, behaviors. Dissonant notes resolve in the direction of their alteration. If that's raised 11, it's going to resolve upward. It went to 5 of the same chord. But what did I do? I resolved a dissonant note within the chord before the chord moved on. Whoa. I resolved it before the chord moved on. Resolve meaning go someplace. And resolutions aren't wide leaps. They're almost always next door. So I went to a note, the G, which is a consonant note. That's a resolution. I went from a dissonant note to a consonant note. Got it? Okay. Now, here's that same note. And let's go somewhere else. Whoa. It stayed where it was. It resolved by a principle called evaporation. These little analogies are helpful, but not overly scientific. That F sharp in the next chord stayed where it was. Now it's a consonant note. Oh, now it's an altered note. It's a dissonant note. Same note, I changed chords. It's a 7. Okay, let's take a little inventory. All 7ths in any chord are dissonant notes. We're trying to make the distinction between consonants and dissonants. So our inventory says that chords by tension names, some chords have roots, thirds, fifths, 7th, 9th, 6th, 11th, and 13th. We don't go up to 15th typically in this convention. So all 13ths in any chord, major, minor, diminished, augmented, what not, of any quality, all 13ths are dissonants. All 11ths are dissonants. All 9ths are dissonants. All 7ths are dissonants. So 7ths, 9ths, 11th, and 13th. That's partial inventory of dissonant notes, okay? Those 4 kinds. So thirds and fifths and roots are consonant notes, okay? So I'm playing a chord, happens to be, as some of you know, F minor 11, and the 11th is on top. It happens that I came down to the third. I resolved it. I resolved a dissonant note. Now I went from that third, which is consonant, to a 9. Oh, I'm on another note that needs to resolve. So I brought it down. So this passage behaved according to rules, and the rules are resolving dissonances. Those are mechanical notions in one sense, but if you don't like it, there are other options for your choice and for your judgment and for your taste. So next time around, how many possibilities? How musical are you? What's your musicality? Are you constantly increasing your musicality? If you want to, it's okay. So the idea of dissonant notes coming down, it's almost cliche-like, and I hate to use that word in the sense, because John Coltrane called me once when I was living in New York. We were talking about theory notions, and he was not too happy about something musically that he'd been doing because he thought they were cliches. I said, well, John, they're yours. And many times we speak without long paragraphs to each other as musicians. And he understood that because they came through his semantic base and his kinesthetic base. And they may have been syntactical cliches or things that other people have used that he owed allegiance to, so to speak, or was influenced by, or even his own. But they became his own when he put them through the syntax and the semantics and his sense of truth. So if I play, it's not a cliche, but it's so well known, I guess it's in public domain. But if I do, it's mine, okay, so to speak. All right, so incidentally, John Coltrane, Archie Shepp, Sonny Rollins. If your students don't know these names, make sure they do.